LaExcellence IAS Academy. ಭರವಸೆಯ ಬೆಳಕು.
Yes, what is the first article? In India UAE relations. See, there are two issues related to India UAE. Today we have given. One is in the first page, another one is related to why our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has visited UAE. One, there is a temple which has been inaugurated, right? Hindu temple. Yes, what is the name of the temple? What is the name of the temple? Anybody? No one is watching news. Understood. No one. How many of you are at least reading newspaper in this class? Swami Narayana something, not Shankar Narayana. So we'll discuss about that. I am not going into the name of the temple and other details. We'll look into the temple architectural aspects today. That also we have given at the end today. Some 9th or 10th issue. See that at the end, the temple construction. Some last 2 or 3 pages before that you see 11th issue or 12th issue about the temple, Nagara temple architecture they have given a. So these two are related issues. We will cover at one go only. Fine. And about Nagara temple architecture I have already covered. Remember? And which Ayodhya temple, Ram Mandir when we took. It is based same kind of temple architecture only. Modi has also constructed in UAE now. Is it clear? Now coming to India UAE relations, from exam perspective, first of all, this particular topic is not at all important for mains exam. Anybody can tell me why? We should be more bothered about neighboring countries. You have UPSC syllabus with you? In the international relations, see that what they have given. You have Nava, ma'am? You know. Okay. So in international relations, UPSC will be asking in mains exam most of the times from neighboring countries only. Who are the neighboring countries of India? Nepal, Bhutan, Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, this side Myanmar, Bangladesh, then down you have Sri Lanka, Maldives. So these are the immediate neighboring countries. From them UPSC has asked a lot of questions in the past. Is it clear? So in that context, I don't expect direct questions on international relations in mains from UAE. Then what we can expect means the concepts related to this Indo-UAE relations. See, from this they can ask you two aspects of questions. One is on that is history or art and culture. What is that? The temple architecture. That is the Nagara temple architecture that they can ask. From history, that is from art and cultural segment, a question can be expected. Another way I expect some question is conceptually. Some concepts can be tested here. Is it clear? So we'll try to cover that. In your notes, the most important crucial points you should remember for exam has only been given. Some backgrounds I will provide. You can write it separately. Is it clear? So that you will get some better clarity. See, with respect to India-UAE relation, see, there are many things we have signed. One is comprehensive economic partnership agreement. See that? They have given a CEPA. Is it there? They have highlighted and given. Why you are searching? 3rd or 4th line? Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement. Is there? Yes. So India has signed Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement with UAE. We are having this agreement. What is this about? I will come to that. This is important. And apart from that, we have also signed with respect to India-UAE relations, we are also implementing this DPA. What is DPA? Anybody tell me? What it's about? Budget class I covered, if you remember. Don't know, forgot it. So I will revise the basics. So yes, this is very important. UPI transaction. Which one? DPA, yeah. UPI is one example for DPA, Digital Public Infrastructure. I will explain that. It includes 3 components I said. Remember? Flow of information, flow of people, flow of money. 3 things. And in the world, India is actually the first country to develop using the three components, that is using digital public infrastructure. I will come to that one by one. You can write it later. Apart from that, the other things which are important about India-UAE relations, anything, what are the highlighted things they have mentioned? See it and tell me. Strategic oil reserves. See, in the West Asian country, only with UAE only, India is having a active agreement on strategic oil reserves. I will come to that concept, what it is about. So, UPSC might ask you the concept, basic facts behind strategic oil reserve concept. Then, apart from that, India is also collaborating with UAE. There is an organization called as I2U2. Is it mentioned? It is considered to be the West Asian Squad. West Asian Quad. That is quadrilateral group. West Asian Quad. This is very, very important. I2U2. Till now, UPSC in mains examination, one question has came directly. Till now, but prelims exam, they have not even asked a single question. I'm expecting some question in the coming year on this topic, because there are a lot of info, because it's a very recently formed organization, I2U2. I will come to that. Yes, apart from that, any other things they have mentioned? See that. We'll cover one by one. India-UAE relations, all this. Apart from Quad, what is the final thing? IM? That we have covered it, very well. That is with respect to UAE, India is also involving in construction of which one? India, Middle East, Europe, Economic Corridor. This we know very well already. This is why India is implementing this, because it is considered to be an alternative to which one? Belt and Road Initiative. So mainly we wanted to counter the Chinese action, because China is trying to dominate. Now India has announced this IMEC corridor when it was announced. Last year G20 meeting which happened in India. India was the chairman of the last year G20 meeting. What was the theme of the meeting? One Earth, One Family, One Future. Remember, 6 months back I covered this. It might be there in your YouTube playlist also. Go through that. Yes. So these are the things. Now, anything left out? See that core points in that. I will cover one by one. Fine. Yes. Global. Yes. That's the first thing. Global Green Credit Initiative. What I am expecting is, in preliminary examination, they will not ask you on India-UAE relations. What I am expecting is some concepts related to all these terminologies which are in news now. So they may ask you the background related to it. All are important, so we will cover one by one. Is it fine now? Yes. So first thing, we will start with Global Green Credit Initiative. I think I have covered this concept already in a current affairs class. Anyone remember? At least I have covered something like this. If you revise means pakka you will remember. Sorry, okay, write it. There is a basic difference between carbon credit and what is this? Global Green Credit. There is a difference. That is, when it comes to carbon credit, what is the concept means? See, as part of tackling climatic change, in various international UN meetings, many countries are talking about reducing which one? Which gas particularly? If you want to reduce the temperature, we need to reduce which one? Carbon dioxide is the prime thing. Methane is also there, but methane is a but how volume-wise, if you see, carbon dioxide is emitted large. Because of that, greenhouse effect is created on the Earth's surface. So it increases the temperature. Now, to reduce this carbon dioxide, I have talked about lot of techniques. Anybody remember technology? There is one. What is that? Carbon? That is what? What is that? Carbon capture, storage. Carbon capture storage, no? That is the technique. Fast, loud, be loud. I am not here. What? Under Earth's surface, we will capture the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. What we will do? You will store that carbon dioxide deep under the ocean or deep under rock surface, or we will keep that. We will store that oxygen where? In the that is volcano, in the volcano's opening. So we will keep there. Reason being that this carbon dioxide will get converted into, it will react with other chemicals and it will be transformed into different material. For example, under rocks, it will react with rocks to form carbonate rocks. Carbon dioxide will form carbonate rocks. Same manner, under ocean, it will form carbonic acid. Is it clear? So this is, what is the technique called? Carbon sequestration technology. Carbon sequestration technology. About this we have already covered a lot. Yes, so let's not go into that now. Now let's discuss about what do you mean by carbon credit. Is it clear? Now carbon credit is a concept where we are talking about reducing the carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. As simple as that. So it's about reducing carbon dioxide in atmosphere. See, suppose for example, this carbon credit is concept is available only to, that is, companies or any corporations, whereas global credit is available to individuals as well as to groups, that is companies. That is for both public and private. Everybody can involve. Individuals can also get benefited under the recently announced Global Green Credit Initiative. Whereas in carbon credit, only companies, private companies, big business groups, private organizations, mostly they will get benefited. How they will get benefited? Just focus here. See, the concept behind carbon credit is what countries have agreed is any private company who is going for reducing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Yes? They will provide a certificate. In environment class, they thought you are. Okay. Yeah. We only covered environment is going on. No, they have not come. Still more concepts are there in that. Lot of conventions are there. Core concept only we are covering in current affairs. Anyways, that is also important area. Now coming here, what we do is private companies, when they go for a carbon reduction mechanism, if they show, for example, they plant some trees, let's take. By planting trees, they have reduced some carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. That one, if they come and report it, what they will do is, how much carbon dioxide has been reduced, for that a certificate will be issued. Is it clear? That certificate is called what? Carbon credit. Now, see, let's take company 1, company 2. Let's take now company 1, they have gone for more reduction of carbon dioxide. Whereas company 2, it has not gone for any reduction. Is it clear? Now, what will happen is, see, all the private bodies they are bound to reduce the carbon dioxide. But some companies may reduce it more, some may not reduce it. Is it clear? Now what they have to do is, those who don't reduce it, they have to buy these certificates from which one? Those who have reduced more. For example, there is a target 10% they have to reduce. But company 1 has reduced 20%, means that excess 10% can be sold to another company who has not reduced it. Is it clear? This mechanism is called as carbon credit mechanism. This can be traded in stock markets also. It can be traded in stock market. Whoever wants it, based on demand, the price will be there, so you can buy from them. Is it clear? Understood? Clearly understood? Carbon credit means it's about reducing only carbon dioxide emissions. Then what is global green credit mechanism or scheme means? Here we are not just bothered about not only carbon dioxide reduction, but also other pollutants. This is the basic difference between carbon credit versus green credit. Second difference is carbon credit, the beneficiaries are mostly private organizations, whereas in case of green credit, individuals. For example, in an individual household, now Prime Minister Modi has announced which one? Suryodaya scheme, rooftop solar scheme. Is it or not? See, there are many ways in which you can go for reducing the which one? Carbon dioxide or other pollutants, and you can adopt some better energy saving mechanism. So whoever individual is tomorrow, somebody who is doing by planting more trees, somebody has reduced carbon dioxide, they can also get this certificate. Is it clear? And they can sell it to someone. Is it clear? Till now, individuals are not getting benefited, but government wanted, especially it is an India's initiative, this global green credit initiative, where we wanted individuals also to get benefited by the program. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. So under the global green credit initiative, there are some components. Please write this. That is, first one, tree plantation. How they do this? By planting trees. Then water management. Then sustainable agricultural practices. You have to remember this, write everything. Then waste management. Yes, and then reduction of air pollution, and then through mangrove conservation. These are the ways in which you can go for which one? Claiming the global green credit program. Is it clear? Suppose if you plant more trees, obviously that will absorb many of the pollutants, carbon dioxide as well. Water management, it's about efficiently using the water. Sustainable agriculture. What is sustainable agriculture? Sustainable agriculture.
Not using chemical fertilizers.
It is like you are trying to create less impact on environment, negative impact. Is it clear? So you go for you are reducing the usage of chemical fertilizers in your field, going for more manures, natural fertilizers are there, no? Natural manures are there, no? If you adopt those are referred as sustainable agricultural practices. Less usage of chemicals. That is the concept here. Waste management, we know what is the waste management technique. Solid waste management we have studied. Then air pollution. So you have to reduce air pollution. That can be also done by planting more trees as well. That also reduces pollution. And then mangrove conservation. What are mangroves? They can survive in salt water. So in India, where is the mangrove vegetation are more? Sundarbans is famous mangrove vegetation, yes. So mangroves are also, they have the ability to prevent floods and they purify the polluted water, and they support lot of biodiversity, right? That also, those are some of the functions of mangroves. Fine. So this is the basic difference now between carbon credit initiative and green credit, global green credit scheme. Is it clear? Yes, in UPSC prelims, what I am expecting is they may confuse you with carbon credit and green credit, because both are basic differences. One is concentrating on group, that is a organization, another is concentrating on individuals as well, and one is concentrating only on carbon dioxide emission, another is focusing on other pollutants as well, and they are also talking about how it can be done. Is it clear up to this? Yes. So this is a basics behind global green credit scheme or initiative. Is it clear? Next one. Yes. So next we will talk about CEPA. CEPA. Before going into CEPA, economics class you would have studied this. Over economics. Parishram batch students, anybody? Only one student. Others, you have not heard this agreement. Okay, write it. Again in economics mains class, we will be studying the various types of agreement. That is, internationally we have. Just write all the things. I will explain everything one by one. First is we have preferential trade agreement. That is, put the topic as trade agreement. Trade agreement, various types and stages are there. First stage is preferential trade agreement. Second one is free trade agreement. Yes, preferential trade agreement. Second stage is free trade agreement. Then you have comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. Then you have comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Yes. Then you have, that is economic union. Huh? That is, which one? I am going to explain. Comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. Just write it. I am going to explain one by one. Comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. Then you have customs union. Write it, ma'am. Very important. Mains again required. Customs union. Then you have economic union. Then you have monetary union. This is the stage in which internationally, when you approach a country for doing trade, this is how mostly we develop the relationship with them, economic relationship. Written, just draw two more, economic union and one more is monetary union. This is how it goes. Done? Put two more boxes. I could not have space to draw fully. Two more rounds. For which one? Economic union and monetary union. Complete the diagram. Two more rounds. For economic union, another is, this is economic union. Monetary union. This is how the arrangement it is, how these agreements work. It would be, whenever you read newspaper, these terms will come often in newspaper. India is signing free trade agreement with such countries, or a comprehensive economic partnership agreement. But without knowing the meaning of this agreement, you will not understand the article, why it is about, or why it is important also. Completed, huh? Yes? Sorry, first one, preferential trade agreement. See, preferential trade agreement means here, first when with any country, India wants to establish a relationship initially. That is what relationship? Trading. Economically, you are establishing a relationship, export, import. At that time, what we will do is, first stage we will go for PTA, preferential trade agreement. That means, under this, what we will do is, there are some items which you are exporting to another country, not on all items, kindly understand, on some items only, very few items. We will make an agreement with some other country. Let's take Iran or UAE. What we will tell them is, if you sign PTA with them, for example, you are exporting basmati rice to UAE, let's take. Now, what we can tell is, see, this basmati rice, you put only on this basmati rice, please keep the import tax very less. When India is exporting to UAE, when they are importing from India, while entering their country, they should not charge more import tax on us. If they charge, means what will happen? What will happen to the final price in UAE? Will it increase or decrease? Increase. So it will affect the India's competitiveness. We cannot see, suppose if another country, let's take China is also exporting, means then Chinese price, if suppose China's goods are much cheaper than India in UAE, which rice the people in UAE will buy? China only, obviously. So we will lose the competition. So, due to some better relationship we have with some countries, we will ask them to reduce the taxes on some items. Is it clear? Not on all the items, only on some items. That is referred as preferential trade agreement. In addition to that, we will also maintain a list called negative list. Negative list. That is the list of items separately. Separately, there will be a list which will be maintained as part of negative list, where we will be having what to say, the taxes will be agreed between the countries, how much it has to be kept, like that. So it is called negative list concept. But right, preferential trade agreement means what is the concept? It's about one, not on all items, some items in our exports or imports, we will have an agreement where we will ask for reduction in taxes. Is it clear? Then what is free trade agreement means? Here, most of the items, only we will leave very few items. Apart from that, on all the items, majority of the items, we will ask for reduction in which one? Taxes. Is it clear? That is referred as free trade agreement. Here, very few items, preferential trade agreement. When it comes to free trade agreement, it is more items. We have added more goods under it. Then third stage is comprehensive economic cooperation agreement. Here we will almost like for all goods, there will be elimination of taxes. So third stage is comprehensive economic cooperation agreement means what? Almost on all the items we will be having reduction in taxes. Or elimination, it's not reduction, completely we will eliminate. There will not be any taxes. Fourth stage is comprehensive economic partnership agreement. This is the relationship we are having with which one? Which country? UAE. So it's something, we have moved from stage 1, 2, 3, 4th stage now. So that talks about the kind of close economic relationship India and UAE is having. Then what is it about? It's about not just to trade in goods. Comprehensive economic partnership agreement means it is till now, if you see the first 3 items, they are mostly talking about trading in goods only. There is another trade which is there. What is it? Services. Trade in services is there. What do you mean by services? Tourism, banking. So it talks about trade in services plus investment plus free movement of persons.
Only services or goods and services?
Huh?
Only services or both goods and services?
Already, see, goods also already it's eliminated now. Goods also it's there. Goods is completely eliminated. See, when I am talking about, see the diagram, when I am talking about CEPA means it includes all this. It includes all this. So till now in comprehensive economic cooperation agreement, we have reached the elimination of taxes on goods. So next thing is about services. So here we will talk about trade in services, then investment plus free movement of persons. Free movement of persons. What is it? For example, countries like Britain, when India is talking to Britain, mostly we are asking them to come and sign which one? Comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Why? Britain, USA and all. We can ask them to come and sign this agreement. It will benefit India. How? It's given here only. How it will get benefited? In which component India will get major benefit? Services. Second? This is the most important thing, because I always say, because India is the now largest populated country in the world, and the population which is there in India, if you could provide them with proper skills and education, then they can go and survive in any part of the world. So what is required is the free movement between the countries for the Indians to go and work in other countries or study in other countries. But countries like Britain or Europe, what they are doing is they are trying to restrict the free movement of persons. Is it clear? So they don't want outside countries from outside them to come there or reside for longer time. So they have some restrictive visa practices. In USA also we have that. Is it clear? So here comprehensive economic partnership agreement means we are having a very much broader relation where we come to understanding that we will encourage movement of persons not only between from India to UAE, even we will encourage UAE persons also to come and move to India. Is it clear? The freedom of movement is ensured under the agreement. Next one is customs union. What do you mean by customs? Customs means what? Export import, there is a customs department, is there? Yes. So it talks about the that is the export import. In customs union, what we will do is whenever a good which is reaching from other country. Now, when it reaches India, there will be some barriers. See, for example, when it reaches, how these goods will be traded between countries? Through, let's take maritime. In ship, they are doing trade. Now, when it reaches, for example, India is exporting to UAE and our Indian good has, sorry, let's take basmati rice has reached the UAE port. Now, what will be the procedure? They will screen it. They will screen it. They will, then what they will do? They will impose taxes. If there is a free trade agreement, then free trade or comprehensive economic partnership agreement is there, then they will not impose any taxes. And what they will do is, countries at this stage, customs union stage, what they will do is, there will be group of countries, they will come together and they will say, see, suppose from India, if suppose any goods are coming to all these groups of countries who are part of customs union, they will say that, for example, let's take an organization called Mercosur. Have you heard about this? Mercosur. Have you heard about this? It's an economic organization. If you have Atlas, please go to South America map. It's an economic arrangement between 5 countries in South America. Economic arrangement. That is Brazil. Can you see Brazil? Brazil, Argentina. Brazil is there. Brazil, Argentina. Paraguay, Uruguay, yes, Venezuela. Venezuela will be on the top. Venezuela is also a member of OPEC. I made you to write before. Yes, Lake Maracaibo is there in Venezuela. That is where near that lake only we have lot of oil deposits. Can you locate? Venezuela capital Caracas. There Caracas. Yes, so these 5 countries are members of which one? Mercosur. Please write it, very important. In prelims, they have asked very long time before they have asked about this organization. It is also like what to say, customs union. See, now all these countries, what they will do, 5 countries I said, who are they? Brazil, Argentina, Uruguay, Paraguay, Venezuela. They all will come to an agreement. What agreement means? Suppose if India is having an agreement with Mercosur, what agreement? Let's take customs union. What we will tell to Mercosur countries is, when we export our basmati rice to your country, at the time when Indian good is reaching the ports of your city, they have to have what to say, common some mechanism how they wanted to that is approve your goods to enter the country. Is it clear? That trading mechanism, procedures are there, no? That procedures will be very much simplified in case of customs union. So they will have some common policy on external barriers. External barriers means what? Whenever a good enters your country, how it needs to be treated. So what are the procedures? Is it very complex or simple procedure? How the goods will be handled at the port? Will they use more? Which one? Containers. Nowadays containers only they are packing now. So that containers has to be, they have to use more technology handling these containers. So there has to be some procedure, and that procedure, through this procedure, they will simplify the rules. Otherwise, they will take 2 to 3 days to screen your goods. It will take long time to reach the public. But if you are part of this customs union, they will not take that much time. Is it clear? So it's an arrangement where they will simplify the trade procedures. And next stage is economic union. What do you mean by economic union? They will have a common market. Common market plus fiscal policy. fiscal policy will be common for all the countries. Fiscal policies will be common. What do you mean by fiscal policy? Fiscal policy means what? Monetary policy means what? Which is under the control of government? Fiscal policy. Which is under the control of RBI? But purely we cannot say today it's under the control of RBI because government appointed nominated members are also part of Monetary Policy Committee, MPC committee. Remember? Yes. So here the countries who are part of economic union, they will have a common fiscal policy, that is a budget. Fiscal policy means what? Expenditure and revenue of the government. So a common budget will be done in these countries who are part of economic union. Then final stage is monetary union. They will have a common monetary policy and then they will also have a common currency. Best example is what? European Union. They have the common currency called euro as well. Yes. And they have a common central bank which is called European Central Bank, ECB. Like RBI, they have a common bank for all their countries who are part of European Union, and they also have a common currency. This stage is referred as monetary union. Now, India and UAE, they are at which stage? Fourth stage. We are at the fourth stage. So, countries when they get very closer and closer, they will move to the next level. European Union is now having the, which one? Monetary union status. European Union, because they have a common currency, euro, as well as they have a common bank, European Central Bank, which will regulate all the banks in Europe, as well as it comes out with monetary policy, which is common for all countries of European Union. Then understood, this concept understood, very, very, very important. Even if they are not asking in exam also, whenever you read newspaper, these terminologies will often come. But if you don't know the meaning, there is no use in reading that article. Is it or not? Why they are signing CEPA with them? Why they are signing CECA? All are same only, like that we will think. So you have to understand the clarity. It is a stage by stage only we can proceed. And how comfortable you are with that country in executing the relationship. That's what matters here. And India, when it comes to UAE, we are having a very solid economic relationship. That's why we have signed them. Which one? CEPA. Next one. Next we will talk about strategic oil reserves. Strategic oil reserves. See, what is this concept? Strategic oil reserves means, now India is importing almost like more than 80-85% of its oil reserves from outside countries. Is it or not? Petroleum, diesel, kerosene. Yes, we are mostly dependent on outside countries. Now, suppose tomorrow, if we have seen in times of COVID, what happened is, when countries shut down their borders, what happened? Other country will suffer or not? Now, Russia is fighting a war with Ukraine. Because of that, many countries are not getting which one? Oil. Is it or not? Because Russia used to supply a lot of oil. It export a lot of oil to other countries, including India. But because of the war, the smooth movement of the oil has been affected. Even when it comes to West Asia, countries like UAE, Saudi Arabia, during Corona time, they were unable to, which one? Trade in a free manner. Is it clear? So, tomorrow, if suppose any problem is coming, a war between two countries, or some COVID like some epidemic or pandemic is spreading, yes. So any COVID like pandemic is spreading, what will happen to the people? Will suppose if your supply chain gets disrupted, will you get oil from other countries? Yes. So as a policy decision, what India is trying to do is, we are trying to maintain some oil in our godown. It's like a godown, but this is an underground godown. Is it clear? It's not on the surface. We have constructed these godowns under the earth surface. And we have identified some places in India to be safer for storing oil. Is it clear? Because the ground surface should be supporting that future. Yes. So to do that, we have identified that is under the strategic oil reserve concept, we wanted to maintain oil for a period of 90 days. Even tomorrow, if countries don't want to supply oil to India, we should be in a position to survive for 3 months. That is when we can say we have achieved the strategic oil reserve status in India. This is the target. But in today's capacity, whatever India has been storing oil in India, now with the current reserves, India can handle roughly around 10 days. That is around 9.5 days roughly. So if any country is not giving oil for India, then we can we can take the oil from our underground reserves in India where we have stored it, and we can use it for 10 days. This is a concept. Yes. Now where are these points are located? Locations are there means, first one, in case of Andhra Pradesh, you have Visakhapatnam. And in case of Orissa, there is a place called Chandikol. And in Karnataka, we have two spots. One is Mangalore. Second one is Padur. This can be asked in prelims exam because very important considering the energy security perspective. Is it clear? Understood? And what is very important is, I think near Padur, this Padur facility, it has been supported by UAE. That is, UAE has funded us a part of that. Is it clear? So we have taken oil from them and we have kept some of their reserves under this facility. Is it clear? That's why UAE's relationship with India is very much important. Why? Because it's not just economic relationship, it's also about energy. Because securing the energy of India is very important. To maintain energy security, we need the cooperation of UAE. Is it clear? Up to this understood? So strategic oil reserve as a concept, how many days we wanted to do? 90 days. Yes, but we are able to do now. Currently, we have the capacity to store it for only 10 days. Yes. Yes. Next one we will discuss about I2U2. I2U2. Already a UPSC mains question has been asked on this topic. I2U2. See, I2U2, it refers to India, Israel, USA, UAE. It is called as West Asian Quad. West Asian Quad. I2U2. Israel, India, USA, UAE. There is one more grouping called as Quad. Quad grouping consists of India, USA, Japan, Australia. It's comparable to that because Quad is considered to be primarily a which one? Security based organization. It will defend the maritime security. The main purpose of Quad is to provide maritime security, to ensure maritime security. That is why this Quad has been created, and India is also one of the member of this. Yes, because we know what is happening in Indian Ocean region is there is a more involvement of Chinese submarines in Indian Ocean region. Is it or not? And China is also doing string of pearls policy. What is string of pearls policy? Trying to encircle India in the Indian Ocean region. For example, in Sri Lanka, they have developed a port called Hambantota port. Yes. So we have listed all the ports also. In our YouTube also, we have made a separate video on string of pearls policy. Watch it in your free time. Now coming here, this Quad is considered to be a maritime, to ensure maritime security and to control the Chinese presence in Indian Ocean region. India has partnered with Western countries. Is it clear? So that all these countries have the same ideology. What is that? Countering China in Indian Ocean region. So they came together. In the same manner, if you look here, I2U2, it is also, its purpose is to provide better security, transport. So its purpose is to ensure better security, energy, yes, and transport facilities. For this purpose only it has been created. Yes. And one more thing, what is the advantage for India by being a member of I2E2? Look at these countries and tell me. Any advantages there are? Somebody told. What is the advantage? Oil. Oil you can buy. Who are the oil producing countries in that? UAE is the biggest oil producer. Next comes Israel. Yes. But USA also has nowadays they in the last few years they have started producing shale gas, lot of shale gas. But apart from this, if you look at these two countries, will they sync with each other or they are like they have opposite ideologies? I have already taken a class on Israel-Palestinian conflict. Remember, in case of West Asia, there exist two categories of Muslims. We have talked about all the politics involved here. Is it or not? And most of the times UAE supports whom? Israel or Palestine? They are Sunni Muslim country. They will support Palestine only, who are also Sunni Muslim category. Is it clear? So UAE stands with whom in the Israel-Palestinian dispute? With Palestine. Now, how then they come together means, see here, one thing is to ensure better security in Indian Ocean region, these countries came together. Apart from that, what is advantage for India is, see, India, what is the problem is, with respect to Israel-Palestinian state, India supports two-state solution. What is two-state solution? Israel and Palestine, both should be there. Is it clear? That is the India's stand on Israel-Palestinian dispute. Now, we know, and in the past, India has supported Palestine openly. India always supports the existence of Palestine. Is it clear? And what happened is, when you support Palestine, what will happen? Israel, do they feel good about us? They will not feel good about us. When you support Palestine, who will feel happy in this grouping? UAE will feel happy for you. Now, recent times, if you observe, in the last 3-4 months, India is trying to find a balancing position when it comes to Israel. We are trying to maintain our close defense relationship we are having with Israel. And the other side, USA is also supporting Israel. So India wants to take a balancing position here. We are also supporting some of the demands of which one? Israel also. That is Hamas, whatever they have done with respect to Israel, India actually criticized them as well. Is it clear? Now, but being a member of this I2E2, what India can do is, India can effectively balance Israel and UAE. Is it or not? They both are like opposite poles. But when you go and attend the meeting, then this, because UAE is supported by lot of Muslim countries. And if India wants to get the support of these Muslim countries, then you need the support of UAE first. Is it clear? And to UAE, since it is a member of this I2E2, it will, India can often, they can discuss with them about the issues which are between them, and we can try to, find a balancing position here. So it will help India. Otherwise, if you are not part of this, what will happen? If you are supporting Israel, UAE will be angry on you. If you support Palestine, then Israel will be angry on you. Is it clear? So I2E2, in one way, why it is advantageous for India means, it is enabling us to have a smooth relationship with Muslim countries in the West Asian region. Is it clear? Yes. Next one. Yes, India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, I will not cover again. We have covered till now 2-3 times in the classes, current affairs class. So go through the basics of that. When it was announced? India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, when it was announced? Last year, in 2023, G20 summit, which happened in India. It is an India and UAE's initiative. Is it clear? So we wanted to develop a series of, that is port, then railways, then road facilities. Is it clear? As part of this corridor, and India is also planning to include lot of special economic zones along the route. What do you mean by special economic zones? Any companies who wanted to open in that particular location will be given 5 years. 5 years they will be given tax concessions. Is it clear? So many companies will get attracted to that area and they can open their factories or industries. So those are some of the objectives behind this corridor, to improve the trade relationship and to counter the Chinese actions. Yes, next one, DPI. DPI, that is digital public infrastructure. Again, very, very important because DPI as a concept, it includes three components. First one, digital identity. Yes? Yes, come on.
No number.
Shadow now, no?
It is not coming from that.
Ah, write it now. Yes, tell me what are the digital public infrastructure components. Last class, budget class I have given. First is digital identity. Second, payment. That is real payment infrastructure. Real time payment system. Yes, third one. What is that component? Huh? Data exchange solutions. See, these are the three main components or foundation of a digital public infrastructure in the complete world. The complete world, if you observe, see, integrating these three platforms is many countries have not done. India is the first country to do this. There is a project we have done that is called India Stack project. India Stack project. This is the first digital public infrastructure project which has been created. That is, to understand better, digital identity means what? We have created with the help of Aadhaar. That is, your identity data can be verified now online only. Yes, using your thumb impression. Second one, real-time payment system. For this, we are using a UPI app. Then data exchange solutions means you are sensitive. Suppose you wanted to verify your a college certificate, degree certificate. Yes, all these certificates can be stored where? In online only. Is it or not? So in various apps like DigiLocker. Now, if you wanted to access those documents, it can be accessed by using your Aadhaar. Is it or not? Yes. So all these three platforms has been integrated in India. This concept is referred as digital public infrastructure. Is it clear? For example, you wanted to transfer money. Yes. Before UPI, how we used to do? Before UPI, you wanted to transfer money to any person. How will you transfer money? By through account number only. Is it or not? Now, you just don't need just account number. What are the things we require? We can now have phone number. Phone number is enough. Or UPI ID. Yes, QR code. Then, that is that virtual address, virtual payment address. VPA, they will say. So using this only you can transfer under UPI concept, that is United Payment Interface. What is the concept of UPI? Under UPI what we have done? We have linked the Aadhaar, bank account number, is it or not? Yes. And we have integrated all the banks which you wanted to transfer money. So from one bank, if you wanted to transfer to another person, you can just use the mobile number to transfer rather than typing their account number every time. Or you can scan it, or you can use these four options. Is it clear? So this is considered to be a initiative from India. Now recent update is in the weekly current affairs material we have given. Go to the some 10th issue or 11th issue. Recently, India has expanded the UPI service to two countries like Sri Lanka and Mauritius in Indian Ocean region. See that? Not only UPI, even we are also sharing our RuPay card technology to them. That is also India's version. Yes? So where we are Sri Lanka and Mauritius. 10:30 kala, 11:30 kala. 4th only it came. Okay, mark it. So where is Mauritius located? You take the atlas and mark it. Last week, actually, some 10 days back, not last week, we had one mock interview session with interview students. So our Guru Prasad sir was asking students. There was a question, actually, the question was about, he started with India-Maldives relations to one interview candidate. But somewhere the other, it went to Mauritius in the process. What happened is, sir asked where is Mauritius to the interview student, but he could not answer it properly. Why I am telling means, these kind of simple things, when we don't answer in interview, it will send a very bad impression about us. Yes, because Mauritius, where lot of our persons of Indian origin people are actually, they are residing there in the country called Mauritius. Where it is? Nearby Madagascar, east of Madagascar. What is the capital? Moronquia. What is the capital? C? Port Louis. Mauritius capital is Port Louis. Very important. Mark the country. Identify the country first. And mark it. Madagascar, where you know? Near to Africa. Africa. East of Africa, South Africa, you have Madagascar. And to the east of Madagascar island, you have this Mauritius. There, marked. Yes. So UPI service has been, India is now, see, one thing what India is taking a good leadership position today is, India is showcasing its digital infrastructural skills to the entire world now. We are helping India can use this technology to help many countries. That is what we are trying to do now, because we have a very good digital infrastructure in India. Already we are a leader in services, one of the leaders. Now, in addition to that, we are also having a good command over our technology, such as, what is that? UPI technology we are sharing with many countries. RuPay card technology we are sharing with many countries now. Is it clear? Now, internationally, you can do transactions using UPI. India is also signing agreement with many countries. If you visit any foreign country also, using your UPI app, you can pay in another country, and they can also pay in India. Like that also, India is developing an agreement with them. So overall, under the DPI, it involves flow of three things. What are they? Flow of people, flow of information, and then flow of money. Money will happen in here. Yes, information will be here, and people's data will be transferred here. So it includes flow of people, information, money. Simple concept, but India developed it, so it's important. If India has not developed it, we don't need to study this much. Since India is the first country to do it, any time when they wanted to ask question, they may test you the basics here. And remember the name India Stack. That is the first project under which we have developed a lot of apps. It is not just UPI. We also have other system called Aadhaar enabled payment system, and then the Bharat interface. Yes. So all these systems are also expansion of this digital public infrastructure technology. Is it clear? Under that, we have created lot of apps. One is UPI app. Other things are Aadhaar enabled payment system. How it works? Any idea? In villages, they use this only. And for MG Narega workers. See, in villages, it's very difficult to locate ATM in every places. So what they do is, they will use a biometric thumb impression. You go to a biometric thumb impression. When you do that, what they will do is, how much money you want to withdraw, you can withdraw from them only using the thumb impression. This is Aadhaar enabled payment system. Is it clear? So various such initiatives have been done in India under digital public infrastructure.
During COVID-19, they used this only, sir, Aadhaar-enabled payment system.
Aadhaar enabled payment system. Yes, in villages it has a good reach, because we.
Banks, if you want to withdraw, they'll come to our only. If you want, we'll give them this one, they'll give you.
Yes, they will give. So we have covered all the topics. Understood? India-UA relations. I don't expect direct questions, but on the basics of these things, any question can be asked. Is it clear? Next one. Ayushman Bharat. This is part of budget. Ayushman Bharat. That is Prime Minister's other name for Ayushman Bharat is Prime Minister Jan Arogya Yojana. Prime Minister Jan Arogya Yojana. When this scheme was launched in the year 2018, which is the ministry? Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. That is the ministry in charge of this. And with respect to Ayushman Bharat, what is the basic objective behind the scheme? Government wants to provide health insurance for all people in India or for only few people in India? Don't see, already we have covered. That is okay. Primary, secondary, tertiary, in economics class we have told. What I am asking is, what is the target of Ayushman Bharat? We wanted to provide health insurance to all people in India. See, basically the idea is, in Ayushman Bharat, they are relying on a concept that is the model called as socio-economic caste census. Socio-economic caste census. This was first time done in India in the year 1931. Before independence only we started. What is the idea is, see, census will be done once in 10 years. Is it or not? But census will not have sensitive data. Kindly remember. But in socio-economic caste census, in census what they will collect? What is the religion? What is your, whether you are literate? How many members are there in the family? Is it or not? This basic information, demographic information only will be collected. But in socio-economic caste census, what is your caste? And whether you are, what kind of economic condition you are living in today, are you rich or poor, this particular data will be collected. And why government collects this data? Because what government feels is, that there are few that is, in all the communities, there are categories of people who require support from government. Is it or not? Yes. So to support them, government is using this data to identify the beneficiaries. Is it clear, everyone? Understood? So next, under Ayushman Bharat, see, whether it is a central scheme, central sector scheme or central sponsored scheme, what do you think? Take a guess. Will it be 100? Central sector means, in budget class I have told. Sector scheme means 100% money will be given by central government. Central sponsored scheme means money will be shared between central and state. What I am asking is, will it come under central or state? Use logic and tell. Why both has to participate? Health is coming in state list, concurrent list, union list. So it has to be shared. Is it clear? So use that logic. So here it will be, funding will be shared between central and states. Funding will be shared, that is, it will be shared in the proportion of 60:40 in case of, that is, center versus states with legislature. Number one. Number two, it will be shared in the proportion of 90:10 in case of northeastern states. Center, northeastern states. And for some union territories only, those who don't have legislature, for them central government will give full funding. Otherwise, it will be shared between central and states only. Is it clear? And how much money will be, see now we got to know, government is, this insurance money will be shared between central and state. How much money will be given means, under the Ayushman Bharat, the government wants to support per family, that is rupees 5 lakhs per annum per family they wanted to support. For that, they will identify the beneficiaries through socioeconomic cash census. And this is given only for which one? 5 lakhs is given for only treatment at secondary level and tertiary level hospitals. Kindly remember, it is not given for primary. Primary hospitals means what? Those hospitals which are located in the villages. Usually it will have an MBBS doctor and a nurse. And mostly they will not do any, what to say, they will treat you for basic cold, fever and basic complications, basic health issues only. If you require any blood test or any further test in your body, means they will ask you to go to secondary hospital. Secondary hospital will be usually located in your district headquarters. And in secondary hospital, what won't be available means specialized care won't be available. For example, treatments for cancer or any high radiological equipments are required, means then they will ask them to go and visit tertiary hospital. That will be mostly in the state headquarters. Is it clear? Yes. So Ayushman Bharat scheme is available only to which one? Secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. And one more thing, they will also cover pre plus post hospitalization charges. Post hospitalization means what? Tablets, all that. After you come from hospital also, further expenses to get recovered by consuming tablet, other things, no, that will be also be taken care. That will be also be covered under this Ayushman Bharat scheme. Is it clear? Anyways, this is a old scheme, 5 years old scheme. Then why we are talking, sir, means in this year budget, that on February 1st, when Nirmala Sitharaman, when she presented the budget, what she said is, this Ayushman Bharat, our government is expanding to 2 more categories of workers. One is Asha workers, second one is Anganwadi workers. Asha workers and Anganwadi workers. Yes, now let's learn some basics about Asha worker and Anganwadi worker. Fine. Written, write all the points, all are important. Yes. Asha means accredited social health activist. Yes, you would have seen Asha workers. How many of you coming from villages? You have seen Asha worker. Yes. See, Asha workers means what these people will do is, these people are like they are community rural workers. Community rural health worker. Usually, who will be chosen to work as Asha workers means, usually it will be female only. Mostly it will be female only will be chosen, and the chosen female also, they have a age limit. They will prefer someone who is in the age of 25 to 45 years. 25 to 45 years, and they should have at least done graduation. Sorry, not graduation, study. They have to study at least 10th standard, they should have studied. Is it clear? So, these community rural workers, they will be chosen from that village only. From the village only, a woman will be selected, and that woman will be taking care. What are the kind of activities this woman will do? Any idea? Huh? That is for maternal health care. Pregnant woman, their care they will take care. Child health they will take care. And then any other? Family planning. They also work on promoting family planning awareness in the villages. This is their task. Is it clear? Especially to promote family planning awareness, you require at least 10th standard education, because you need a skill to convince the people. And why we select the woman in that 25 to 45 age group means because they can take care of the child. Child can be taken care by them in an effective manner. Is it clear? So this is some basic information about ASHA workers. Next one, written. Next one, Anganwadi workers. Anganwadi workers. Who are Anganwadi workers? Villages you would have seen. What these people will do? See, basically, Anganwadi workers here they will take care of some basic functions. We will write. Those who are appointed as Anganwadi worker, especially in villages, they will take care of, that is, preschool education. Then nutrition. Third one. So preschool, before entering the school, they will provide them basic education, and they will take care of their eating habits. Yes. Then they will also take care of that is immunization services. Well, whatever the child require basic immunization under Mission Indradhanush. Remember, in budget class I said, under Mission Indradhanush, we are providing 12 vaccinations to every newborn child in India. And the latest addition is, government is planning to add cervical cancer vaccination for girls who are in the age group of 9 to 14 years. That is this year addition. Any questions on basics of cervical cancer can also be expected in this year prelims. Yes. So then referral services. Yes, these are some of the functions of Anganwadi workers. Anganwadi workers. See, what these people will do means, they will take care of the child, pregnant mother. That is, basically these Anganwadi workers are basically appointed to take care of the ICDS scheme. There is a scheme which is called ICDS, that is Integrated Child Development Scheme. Under this scheme was launched in India in the year 1975. At the same year, these Anganwadi workers have been created in India. Now, what is the purpose of this ICDS means? Here, we are taking care of the child who is born between 0 to 6 years child, and then pregnant and lactating woman. Pregnant and lactating woman. Yes, they will be taken care of under the ICDS. That is, any newborn one child up to 6 years of age, they need to be provided with proper, which one? Before they join a school, they have to go for kindergarten. Is it or not? So they will go to this Anganwadi. Is it or not? You have observed, there they will teach. These people will teach. They have to provide them some, they have to take care of them some basic arithmetics, teaching the alphabets, provide them some basic skills. These people will do that. And if for pregnant and lactating women, they will take care of their health, and suppose if they require any nutritional support also, they will provide. For children and lactating women, they will provide eggs also, food also, education also they will provide, especially for women, how to maintain their health during pregnancy. And not only this, suppose after child is born also, like lactating women who are feeding the babies, for them also for some point of time, they will be providing take-home rations. What do you mean by that? The ration shop, they will distribute rice, pulses, everything. That one also they will give to these people so that they can take care of their health even after discharging from hospital. When they give childbirth also, they need some support for some time to recover their health. So women and child are completely taken care under the ICDS scheme, especially pregnant and lactating women and children who are born with till the age of 6 years will be covered under the scheme. So to do that, these Anganwadi workers are created. Is it clear? Understood? Yes. Next one. PM Savanidhi. Yes, already I have covered this scheme in budget class. Remember? This is a scheme when it was announced last year, 2023. It comes under which ministry? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. What is the scheme? This scheme is related to street vendors, especially the people who are there on the street selling vegetable. Yes, those who are moving in vehicle, moving from one place to another place. Those who are having a temporary on footpath, somebody will be having a static shop, those people. And some people, they will not have a proper concrete roof structure. They will have used some thatched roof or bamboo. Is it or not? Temporary structure they will construct. No, footpath they sell people goods and other any hotels. Yes, they sell some food items also, goods also, electronic goods or whatever, even mobile phone wallahs. All these people, government is trying to include them under this PM Savanidhi scheme. Is it clear? Yes. So why they have the concern for street vendors all of a sudden? Yes, I said in budget class, no, because the main objective is government under the scheme wants to provide loan to the people. Is it clear? We are giving them loan. And that loan will be given in three phases. First phase, they will give them only 10,000 rupees. If they pay the loan properly, on time or earlier they pay, then they will give them next 20,000. If they pay this also properly, then they will be given 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees. So government wants to support these people who are in the informal sector. Yes. So to boost up their economic activity. And one more main advantage is for taking the loan, there is no requirement of collateral. Very, very important. There is no requirement of collateral. What do you mean by collateral? No need of any documents, securities to show to the bank when you take a loan. Your government is telling them to discharge this, and where they can avail, people don't need to go always to a bank. They can go to NBFC, they can go to any microfinancial agencies. All these people are asked to lend to whom? To these street vendors. And what is the interest rate? That is the next thing. What government is telling is, see, any people who are taking the loan from the government, is it clear? If they pay their interest money or settle the loan earlier, is it clear? Earlier if you settle, then government is telling we will give them an interest subsidy. That is 7% per annum. That is overall in 1 year. Suppose if they promise you some around 10%, they will deduct the 7% interest and they will refund the amount. If you pay your interest money on time or settle your loan on time, means government will waive off almost 7% of your interest money. Is it clear? Yes. And one more thing, under PM Savanidhi, government is encouraging people to settle their loan earlier. To settle loan earlier. If somebody who is settling the loan earlier, what government is doing, it is giving incentive to them. This is like incentive, is it or not? So it incentivizes earlier, which one? Settlement of loan. Earlier settlement. Third thing, it is also promoting digital transaction. It is also promoting digital transaction. I was seeing one video in YouTube. In Tamil Nadu, one minister is there, one minister of state. He is not a cabinet minister. In BJP, we don't have cabinet. Yes, we are not having any minister. Only one person they have made them Paba to be minister of state in BJP because they will not have any respect in people. So at least if they give them some minister post, people will have respect on the party. On that manner they gave. And I saw one video last week. He went to some flower shop, some vegetable shop, Angadi, who is on the road, footpath they will sell no. L. Murugan is the minister, is in, I think, cultural thing. Huh? Fisheries, now is in fishery. So fisheries has to do what to do with this vegetable or samani, this scheme, I don't know. He went to the vegetable vendor and he bought some vegetables from them and asked them, where is the UPI? Because he was not having that. Then he told them, go to government, register your shop, take UPI. So government will give you tomorrow loan. You can use all this. So it is looking like, what to say, election campaign. The election campaign only. You go to reach the people, you have something to talk, no? So one way you are corrupting the people on the eve of election, now coming this election. But what is very important is, government's long-term intention is to make these people to come under the formal sector. Today you make them to register in the bank account and do transaction means tomorrow you can put GST on them. So government will earn extra money through taxes. That's the main idea. That's the purpose they have introduced the scheme, but outwardly it will looks like helping the street vendors. Is it or not? Yes. So that's objective. Any other thing we have missed to go through that? And one more thing, this scheme is implemented by SIDBI. That is the implement. That is a small industrial and development bank of India. It is also one bank. This bank only will be playing a major role. In the sense, it will try to, because all these street vendors will come under what? Small, they are small capitalists, right? So for them to give loan, this bank will take care of them. It will take care whether the banks are lending them properly. Yes, and any problems in that will be taken care by this bank. It's an implementing partner. Fine. Next one. Which one? UPA. UPA has been expanded to Sri Lanka, Mauritius. Debt income ratio, that you know, that is not a big concept. Debt means you know, yes, and income, the ratio between the debt and income is debt income ratio. Next. Next topic. UPI, I have covered it. Yes, UPI has been, what is the main advantage of UPI? Now this UPI is one of the successful concept of our digital public infrastructure model. Is it clear? As I said before, when we wanted to transfer money to someone, you necessarily need to enter account number every time. Is it or not? Or you need to visit a nearby branch to do the transaction. Now with the coming up of UPI, you can use the virtual payment address or UPI ID, mobile number, QR code. So you transfer the money to the person in a faster, safer and secured manner.
Sir, actually when you share with the phone number, there is security issue. They will use that phone number.
Privacy is affected. I agree. Privacy. See, that is what government has to. That is the problem in Aadhaar also. In Aadhaar also, the same problem we come across, that there is leakage of lot of Aadhaar data which is available in public platforms. Because see, what we are doing is we are using this your government authenticity. You are sharing it with some third party. Is it or not? You go and buy a SIM card. Is it or not? What do? You submit your Aadhaar card, and there is a high chance that data might leak in the public or not. When you give to a third party, you give to a government agency, it will be safe. But when you see, but now what is the problem in Aadhaar and all this infrastructure is the privacy is getting violated. That is, without you giving consent to your information, other people are leaking your information and they are getting to know some information about you. That will affect the privacy. I agree. But government, that's what government is improving on that aspect. It wants to improve the digital safetyness, how the data has to be shared, how it needs to be authenticated by a third party. We are working on that. But seriously, we need to improve that. It has a problem with our privacy. Yes?
Seriously, I faced two issues.
What happens? So using it affects your privacy.
I had sent money to someone through PhonePe. He took that number and texted me on WhatsApp. Sent some obscene things.
Okay.
So
It surely affects the privacy. I agree. That's what I'm telling. Government has to see when you go more digitalized, you have to take care of the safety provisions. But since this is a new technology, and India has developed this on its own, no? So we need to work on this cross checks, especially on the privacy aspect. We need to take care. Maybe with the consent of the person, you can share your number. Otherwise, it should be made invisible to the person. Such features needs to be developed, such that your number should be invisible to the other person. Sometimes it comes like this.
when we do with QR code, it is
QR code, it's safe. But when you do mobile number to mobile number transaction, peer-to-peer transaction, it's dangerous. Yes. So that's about UPI. Next one. Next concept. Epidemic Diseases Act. Very small topic. First, this act was passed during colonial time. Epidemic Diseases Act. What is the problem is, in 2020, during when COVID came, only at that time we have made amendment to this act. Which one? Epidemic Diseases Act 2020. Till then, this act has never been amended in India. Epidemic Diseases Act 2020. Why we amended that year? Because during the times of COVID, many times in hospitals, due to surge in patient numbers, many times people started harassing the nurses, doctors. Somebody who is attacking the healthcare workers during that time, they told that they will be given 7 years imprisonment. Who is attacking the healthcare worker. For that provision, we made a modification. But why we are talking that now again means, there is a law commission report which came very recently. Law commission. So this law commission has recommended that we should go for amending this particular act, Epidemic Diseases Act, because it is very, very old. We need to amend it. And what they are telling is, suppose tomorrow, so live in 2020, we faced a COVID. For suppose like COVID, another one epidemic comes means, how will you deal with it? Is it or not? Yes. So with respect to that, what this law commission is telling is, we need to go for this legal reform of this law, and we have to develop, that is, we have to develop for these diseases, when any new diseases comes, what is the standard operating procedure, SOP. And if you wanted to do monitoring or surveillance, how it will be done? Monitoring, that is monitoring or surveillance. How it should be done? Yes, and how will be the containment measure? Yes, we went for during COVID, we went for lockdown and other ways. So how it will be tackled? Suppose if tomorrow one new COVID, like one virus is coming, means what is the safety feature we have? How will you deal with it? That kind of mechanism needs to be developed in India. We have to be prepared for the next kind of COVID-like phenomenon. That's a recommendation given by Law Commission. And Law Commission, it comes under which ministry? Ministry of Law and Justice. Yes. And Law Commission reports are not binding on the government. Please write it, very, very important. What is the meaning? This Law Commission, whatever it says, government may accept or may not accept. Does not need to follow whatever it says. Till now in India, Law Commission has given 227 reports. Ministry of Law and Social Justice will come. Social Justice. So Law Commission recommendations are not binding on the government. But what is the objective? Their objective is to give what to say, to suggest the legal reforms for the country. What are the laws which are outdated, needs to be removed or made changes? That suggestion will be given by Law Commission. It will consist of legal experts only. It consists of legal experts. Fine. Next one. Next topic. Yeah? Governor, Tamil Nadu governor issue. See, Tamil Nadu governor issue, maybe I will find some other day. I don't want to go too deeply because from the examination perspective, I am expecting this question more on for mains only, not for prelims. Reason is because this governor issue is not just related to Tamil Nadu only. We are facing the issue of governor issue throughout India. Where the governor issue is coming more in India means wherever there is a non-BJP state in India. Whichever state government is ruled by other than BJP government, their governor is trying to interfere in the day-to-day administration of the government and constitutional powers of the government. For example, Tamil Nadu, R.N. Ravi is creating headache for a long time. When it comes to Kerala one more governor. And Telangana governor is from Tamil Nadu only, one woman, Tamilisai Soundarajan. She is also doing same kind of irritation. Then West Bengal governor, no need to say because Modi, Mamata Banerjee literally hates Modi, and Modi no need to say. They have mutual feeling, the hate towards each other. So for that, to keep her in check, the West Bengal governor also often interferes in the administration. Then in Delhi, we have Arvind Kejriwal. To keep him in check, we have Lieutenant Governor. That they don't have governor. Lieutenant Governor has some more power. Then in Punjab. Why in Punjab? Because this farmers protest. Often Punjab, even once when Prime Minister Modi went to Punjab, the farmers even blocked him such that he could not proceed on the highway. And that became a very serious issue. So now, see, in all these states, now this problem is going on in India. So in prelims, if they really wanted to ask some questions, means they can ask some questions about the basic functions of governor. So go to Lakshmikant, read all the basics of governor first. Is it clear? Otherwise, if they want to ask means, with respect to governor, we have some committee recommendations. We have, what are some committee recommendations on governor? Any famous governor? Polity is covered or not? No. There is something called Sarkaria Commission you will study. Sarkaria Commission. This commission has been appointed to give recommendation on governor. How a governor needs to be appointed. This commission has given clear recommendation. A governor should be appointed. See, for example, what does Sarkaria Commission recommended is, see, for example, in center there is one ruling government. In center there is a ruling government. And let's take in state. State we have another ruling government. If both of them are same, no problem. Is it clear? But if this person is different from another party, this person is from another party, what Sarkaria Commission is telling is, in that case, governor should not be, suppose, take the case in center we have BJP, Tamil Nadu we have DMK. Now what the central government should not do, as per Sarkaria Commission recommendation is, they should not appoint somebody as governor who is from their party. Is it clear? Because obviously they will come and do something against the state government. So for that purpose, don't appoint governor from someone who is belonging to the opposite ideology of or they are coming from the ideology of the center. Don't appoint them. It will create a conflict. He said about it. First one. Then he also told that who should be appointed as governor means, at least in the recent times, he should be an expert and he should not have been attached with any political party in the recent times. Is it clear? Some politically neutral person should be appointed as governor. He should not have some active politics very recently. This kind of personality should be chosen and made as governor. But what is happening in India? In Telangana, Tamilisai Soundarajan is from BJP. When it comes to Tamil Nadu, this person R.N. Ravi, that what is one shame is, he's an IPS officer. So coming from bureaucracy and going, why does he needs after after retirement? Why do you need the extended honeymoon time? Is it or not? Why do you need that kind of support from center? Other side, there is another IPS officer from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu only, Annamalai. He is doing another mockery in Tamil Nadu because he coming from civil services background. What I would say is, see, all these people, at least they will be like, they would have at least read once Lakshmikan in their life. Is it or not? How can you talk nonsense before a media? People are, you can think that people might be uneducated. You cannot think like that for a long time. You can think that you are over-educated and you talk something, okay. But he himself is talking like a fool only most of the times before media, and that's what I'm saying. The bureaucracy, people who are in bureaucracy, they should be neutral. They should maintain that impartiality with the government. Only then bureaucracy will be, they can do their role better in India. Yes, so Sarkaria Commission talked about it, about this governor's appointment, and this can be asked in your, which one? Prelims as well, or in mains answer you can include it, but these all are static segment. Revise it again, the powers and functions of governor. Now coming to Tamil Nadu, just fastly revise what happened. That is under Article 176/1, they have given in box. See that governor's duty is to, which one? Every year when governor will Pakka come and address the house. Governor will address the house is compulsory. When, as per norms, it's nowhere mentioned in any other place, it's a norm. Budget. Every year whenever a government is coming out with budget, that budget session, before presenting the budget, governor will come and present the, which one? Table. He will present a speech, a governor's speech before the state legislature. What it will contain? What the governor's speech will contain before the budget session? His opinion or opinion of the government? His opinion. If his opinion was there, then Governor Ravi would not have ran away from the state legislature. He could not tolerate what was given to him. Some of the achievements which of the Tamil Nadu government has been given to him and asked him to read. And that is what the rule of, that is what the job of governor in all the state to do. It's not questionable. Governor has to read it. But what happened is, this governor, he has not read the whatever document which has been given to him, the governor's speech, especially the achievements of the DMK government. Since he comes from BJP party, or not official BJP party, he supports his inclination towards BJP party, and being an election year, he don't want to talk about which one? About the achievements of the current government of Tamil Nadu. Anyways, people of Tamil Nadu are aware about it. It does not mean DMK does not have any problems. But compared to BJP, they are doing good when it comes to performing in Tamil Nadu because of their ideology. I always say this. Many people come and ask me, even when I am in Delhi also, when I studied, or other states when I go, they'll often ask, why in Tamil Nadu, why always you will give voting for your local parties only? Why not national parties? Yes, that might be one of the frequent questions. The reason is ideology. Basically in Tamil Nadu, states like Tamil Nadu, Kerala, West Bengal, and even some parts of Andhra. Now people are getting more awareness, more educated. Literacy rate has enormously increased. Now Tamil Nadu has achieved a growth comparable to Goa, especially not Goa, Kerala. Kerala literacy rate, how when Kerala became more educated and they got more empowered, they started protesting for each and everything. Is it or not? You cannot run a government in Kerala very easily because everything they will come and protest. In the same manner in Tamil Nadu, people are becoming more educated. When they become more educated, they just don't look at individual personalities. They look at the ideology of each and every party. So Dravidian party has very strong ideology. Right from the time when it came into existence, and some of the leaders also, they made big social change in Tamil Nadu. So that is the reason why they do go for that. Fine. But coming here, the governor way of not reading the which one? The governor's speech which was presented to him, it actually amounts to constitutional. They have used a word. You can use this in your mains answer. Constitutional travesty. I don't know what to tell in Kannada the meaning of the word. Anybody know in English what is the meaning of travesty? It's like something insult. If I say dignifiedly, it is insult. like insulting the constitution or violating the constitution. You are not asking, you should not do like that. And what is the problem? Can they take action against the governor? When you read governor chapter, you will know there can never be, no criminal case can be filed against the governor when he is in office. If you want to do, file a civil case also, you have to take the permission of the governor. You want to file a case against him, you have to go and tell him, you are giving me a notice. Only after the expiry of notice only you are allowed to do. So governor is better protected in the Indian constitution. Not only that, governors are still given a, which one? In the center of the city, they will be given a very big bangla. Even a district collector will not have such a huge campus. So why I am telling is, so they have to abide by the constitutional principle. Otherwise, it amounts to travesty. So go and revise the basics of governor functions, which can be expected. Also read what is the problem which is going on, not only in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala also there was a problem with governor. In Kerala, what happened is, with respect to appointment of, that is college professors, Kerala government, that is a Kerala governor and the Kerala CM, especially Kerala state government, there are a difference of opinion, because appointing someone at the college level, they said that it will come under the domain of state government, but Kerala governor, he said that they don't have that kind of authority. So there was a clash, go through that, and even West Bengal and Delhi also. Go through all this. In 2016, they asked a question on Delhi governor issue when I wrote mains. Is it clear? So I am expecting governor's question mostly on mains only, because already they have asked on mains 2-3 times. Again, they may ask you all the issues of governor overall, and they may ask you to give some recommendation. So in your conclusion or way forward, you should speak about Sarkaria Commission recommendation. A person of governor should be appointed from a politically neutral person should be appointed, or you should not be attached to any party in the past. Next one. After that, you go and join. Who ask you?
No, sir. After the term is over, they can complain against him, governor.
After that, see, during his time in his office, you cannot file a complaint. After that, you can complain.
Based on that issue, also they can complain.
Yeah. Afterwards means, see here, during his position in office, whatever he is responsible for, that you cannot do a complaint any criminal case. Maybe after he retires, you file some other complaint criminally, not related to his duties and discharge of his functions during when he occupies the post of governor. You can never do, because we wanted to safeguard these people in constitution. It's been done in that manner. Next one. Global Alliance for Global Good. That is, they would have given Alliance for Global Good. It is actually Global Alliance for Global Good. Very important. Write it. This alliance is launched by India. That's why it's important. Who launched it? India. And what it is about? It is about women empowerment. They wanted to promote women empowerment, women leaders in our country. Yes, for everywhere. They wanted to recognize the women talents, give them more opportunity. So to do that, India is taking a leading position. It has only initiated this idea. Where it has initiated? At the World Economic Forum. World Economic Forum. They have launched this initiative. Very recently, this meeting has happened. World Economic Forum. So its headquarters is in Geneva. But its annual meeting will happen in Davos. This is a place in Switzerland. Geneva is also in Switzerland only. Very nice place to meet in the month of summer. Want refreshment? If you go to Switzerland, the Swiss climate will be very nice, and these people, that is the reason they meet at that time in Switzerland. This World Economic Forum, and India has launched this initiative to promote the woman empowerment. Yes, and with respect to government, which is the ministry which is in charge of it? They have given a Ministry of Women and Child Development. And it has also partnered with 2 other organizations in India. One is, that is Melinda, the Bill Melinda Foundation. Bill Melinda Gates Foundation, that is Bill Gates NGO. And another one organization is CII, that is the Confederation of Indian Industry. Our Indian private companies, they have a grouping called CII, Confederation of Indian Industry. It is not related to government, please remember. CII means it is related to private companies in India. That is Confederation of Indian Industry. They have created a center. What is it? Read the center. Center for Women Leaders. Center for Women Leadership. Yes. So under this, they wanted to promote this women empowerment. Understood? World Economic Forum, kindly know the basics of that also, can be asked. World Economic Forum. When it was created in the year 1971. 1971. So headquarters is in Switzerland. Annual meeting, it will happen in Davos in Switzerland. And World Economic Forum, it also publishes various reports which can be asked in UPSC prelims examination, not in mains. That is Global Competitiveness Report, Global Gender Gap Report. Yes, Global Competitiveness Report, Global Gender Gap Report. All these are published by this organization. Nova. See, check it. It's not given there. It's not given there. This organization which publishes these 2 reports, this can be asked in prelims. Done. Next one, next topic. Abu Dhabi is first, the temple. The temple is the Abu Dhabi temple, Swami Narayana temple is based on Nagara architecture. Again, I don't want to repeat the basics of Nagara and Dravidian. I have covered it. Watch the previous classes. So what is the basic difference? Dravidian architecture will have a clear boundary. Boundary of the temple will be immediately visible when you enter the temple. And Dravidian temples will have big gopura, vimanas will be there, and that will be of pyramidal structure. Whereas Nagara style architecture will be how? Curvilinear. It will be very steep, but this will be like a pyramid, like Tanjavur, the famous Tanjavur Brigadishwara temple, you can imagine. Yes, and when you enter the temple, inside also, what are the other significant feature differences? That is, you have the Garbhagriha, which is below the Vimana directly. Where? In both Nagara and this one, Nagara and Dravidian, this pattern is visible, and they will have a mandapa. Mandapa means what? It is the assembly hall in the temple. Then height, plinth height will be more in case of Nagara architecture, but Dravidian it won't be. Yes, so go and revise the basics. And Nagara architecture, I have given the 5 major categories of Nagara architecture. They have listed it again. I have explained this in last class. What are they? Huh? Without seeing, tell me. Huh? Vallabi, Pamsana, Latina, Shikari and Bhumijia. Shikari and Bhumijia, they developed during Gupta time period. Fine. Next one. Next one. WTO food security issue. WTO peace class. Peace class. Yes. See, I have already given the basics of WTO. WTO is an organization created in the year 1995. Its headquarters is in Geneva. It consists of 164 members, and India is also one of the founding member in 1995. Yes. So these are some basics of WTO. And in WTO, the most important meeting is ministerial conference. Ministerial conference means what? Our Indian ministers will go and participate in this annual meeting, and here huge decisions will be taken. Is it clear? So the recent meeting which is going to happen this year is going to be happening in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi. Yes. And what is the problem is, they are discussing the problem of peace clause which India has got for its food security. Peace clause means what? It is like an exemption which has been given to India for a temporary time period. See, because what happened is in 2020, what happened is, that is during COVID time. COVID time, what happened is, what is the total food produced in India they were observing? It was roughly coming around in rice, somewhere around 48 billion. This is the total food produced value, that is the rice produced value. Now, in this what happened is, our government subsidy came around $5 billion. No need to write these facts. Please just understand the concept. Now, as per WTO provision, how much subsidy developing countries can give and developed countries can give, it has been agreed in 1995 only. Is it clear? Are you understanding? It has been told that developed countries should go for less subsidy. Developing countries should go for, that is, developing countries can give much more subsidy compared to developed countries. Is it clear? So, as per that WTO agreement, developing countries, they have been asked to provide food subsidies at 10% of the value. At 10% of the value, it should not cross more than 10% of the value. But here, if you look at the total value of rice produced is 48 billion. In this, 10% is how much? 4.8 billion. Is it or not? So, but how much subsidy it has been given? It is above the value of rice produced in India. So, it has crossed the 10% limit. India has crossed it in which year? During the COVID time. And this has been reported by other countries that India is giving more subsidy to its farmers. Because of that, internationally, the rice prices and food item prices has been affected. Is it clear? Are you understanding what is the problem here? WTO is an organization which works for free and fair trade. Free and fair trade. That means when you trade, when you export your goods to any other country, they should not restrict your quantity, or they should not impose too much taxes also. There is a limit they need to follow as per WTO rules. Is it clear? As per that agreement only, even when it comes to government subsidies, how much subsidy can you support the farmers means that should not cross 10% of the food production value. But in India, this has been violated. Is it clear? So, many countries, they complained on India we should take some action against India, or they should be asked to reduce these subsidies. Now, what is the problem is, at that time, India used its diplomacy, and what it said is, see, even though we have crossed above the 10% limit, but in reality, if you observe in case of India, whatever rice we are producing in India, majority of them are consumed by Indians only. Is it or not? Are we exporting to other countries? At least China is a bit exporting. But if you look at countries like Thailand, Vietnam, they are exporting more compared to India. Is it or not? So on that lines, if you see, at the time, this India, what it told to the WTO is, see, mainly why we are giving this subsidy means because we are facing the problem of food security in India. In India, there are lot of people who are affected by poverty. So we wanted to help those people. So for that only we are procuring from farmers at a subsidized price. What is that price? MSP. And then we distribute it to the consumers at a discounted price. What is that price? Huh? Issue price I said, forgot it. Distribute it to the public at a discounted price. Is it or not? The difference is born as subsidy. So why we are doing means to solve the problem of poverty. Is it clear? So WTO listened to India's arguments, and what it said is, temporarily we will give you some time period, till then you can do, afterwards you should reduce it. Is it clear? This is the agreement that is called peace clause. Now what is the problem is, this peace clause this was actually implemented in, not implemented, that is after the COVID time. After the COVID time, now what happened is, very recently, what is the issue they are telling? Go to that. Food security. Very recently in this meeting, Abu Dhabi, which is going to happen now, in that India has been asked a particular target of reduction. That is, by 2030, we have to reduce how much? 50% of our subsidies. It has to be reduced. Now we are coming somewhere around 10% means it has to be reduced. So that's the target in the coming next, that is for 5-6 years, we have to reduce the subsidies, and we are facing pressure from other countries. What India can do is, it can negotiate better and ask for still some extension in time. Is it clear? So we are facing pressure from other countries. That's why they are discussing in this article. Next one. Next one. Which one? Apart? Chief. What is the article number? 11 or 12? 10. Chief Election Commissioner appointment. See, Election Commission consists of one Chief Election Commissioner and how many election commissioners? 2. Totally it is a multi-member body. Before it was a single member body. There used to be only one Chief Election Commissioner for throughout India. Later it has been made into multi-member body. That is 3 member. And on what basis they work? They work by consensus or by majority? Go and read all the Polity Lashmigan, the Election Commission chapter once again. Yes. So now, no, what you are saying is correct, but revise the basics. At which year they have been changed this, all those things. In 1980s, go through that data. And coming to Election Commissioner appointment, in case of India, till now, election commissioners are appointed based on the recommendation of a committee. Recommendation of selection committee. That selection committee will consist of Prime Minister, then Union Cabinet Ministers. They will make the recommendation to the President, who should be appointed as what? Next Election Commissioner of India. This is the procedure. But very recently, there has been a bill which has been passed in Parliament 2023 with respect to making some changes in the appointment of Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commissioner. That is Chief Election Commissioner Appointments Bill 2023. Here, what they have recommended is, this selection committee should consist of Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition, and then a Union Minister. Yes? I know one of the, any doubt? Prime Minister? Leader of Opposition, LOP, Leader of Opposition. Leader of Opposition means what? Any party in Lok Sabha who is having at least 10% of the total seats in the assembly will be given the Leader of Opposition status. In 2014 to 19 time period in Lok Sabha, there was no Leader of Opposition because Congress got less than, what is the total number of seats in Lok Sabha? 545. So 10% is how much? 55 roughly, 54.5, 55 seats they have to minimum win. Then only they will be called as opposition party. A leader of opposition, one member they have to elect. But what happened during Modi's first tenure, total Congress collapsed. They got around 34 or 40 seats only, I remember. And in UPSC prelims that year only, 2015 question paper. 14 was the election year. 14 or 15, they asked immediately a question on this particular statement. Leader of opposition, there is a question, go and see that. They asked mainly because of the Congress situation at that time, because they could not be called as leader of opposition. No leader of opposition for 5 years during that time. At least in the second term, they could find a leader of opposition. 2019 to 24. We have to wait and see what happens in the third tenure. Already opposition party in the name of India has so much difference is coming within them. They are not fighting against Modi. They are fighting within them. So no unity. How these people will win, I don't know. Yes. But one more thing, I wanted to share some personal experience about this election commission. Bit sensitive. See, from my experience, I will tell you. When I was preparing for UPSC in Delhi, at that time, in class we used to. I came across one friend actually. We are some group of friends. One girl used to come. She is a married person, but she used to study very well. Her father was that time the Home Secretary of India. Her father. She is married. Husband is something, she said. So we all are friends. We used to, after classes, we used to discuss current affairs, all those things, and we'll go on. Prelims she also cleared. I cleared. We both went for writing mains. She is also geography optional graduate. That time we used to have two optional, geography. Hers was geography and public administration. Mine was geography and sociology. We both went for interview. Since we know very well, actually my interview happened on March 13th. She went on 7th, I think. Just first day only. First or second day she went. The first week I got. The weekend I got. She went on that is Saturday or Friday I went. Monday I went. She went the previous week. So what happened is, so she finished the interview and came. That is, since she is my friend, first day or second day she went, I asked her how was the interview, and it happened for some half an hour, she said, and they asked a question on ecosystem, biome, ecological niche, many things she did not answer. I was feeling like, coming from geography optional, you did not say this, how they will select you, like that I was thinking about it. And I also gave the interview to the worst. When I went, I came across the worst board. So that was a stress interview I could not handle in first time. And later when results came, in interview, that time interview marks was 300. She got 245. That is the highest, all India highest mark in interview. Beyond that, they can't give. So I got out of 300. 90 marks. Because of that, I could not clear. Because of only interview, she cleared. And she got, in that year, all India rank 77. And she is now working in Jammu and Kashmir as a district collector. But leave this. In this one, background is there. That is, by the time she became district collector, that was during the tenure of, that's the time when Modi came. Modi was about to come, 2014. Her father was before Home Secretary. And later, what happened is, when she became collector in Jammu and Kashmir, she was in training. Immediately I saw in 2015 or 16, I saw this, her father. Her father has been appointed as Election Commissioner of India. In between, he served as Civil Aviation Secretary. From Home Secretary, he transferred to Civil Aviation when Modi came. And immediately he made him to be Election Commissioner. I know very well what ideology they have, what powers they have, everything I know. I have seen, I have experienced it. So it is not surprise for me. But what I was more worried is, if these kind of personalities are made election commissioners of India, how will the system is running? Because see, they have very close influence with BJP and they have that ideology. When such a biased person is becoming the election commissioner of India, do you think that institution will survive? Can they do their duty properly without biasness? Because we say when election, the system has to function properly. Even very recently, Madhya Pradesh, one issue came now. Our Chief Justice of India has angrily scolded someone, mayor election. Have you seen? Huh? Chandigarh, not Madhya Pradesh. Chandigarh, mayor election. There was one officer, government officer only, who is taking care of booth. Somebody, when they came for voting, that is the one who is handling the voting machine. He went for, there is a camera, he is an educated person, he is looking, the camera is turning, he is trying to press 2-3 times and oh, it's Sava. This video has been observed by Chief Justice of India and he said this is a murder on Indian democracy. So he is very, very, very nominal, some election poll booth officer. I am talking about someone who is sitting in the Delhi election commissioner office, who has very close relation with whom I know A to Z. But why I am telling is because that time I used to feel very bad. How is this system is having such a kind of huge loophole? Why nobody spoken about it like that? I used to worry. Because obviously, who is making the recommendation to the president? The recommendation is from Prime Minister and Union Cabinet Minister. Obviously, these ministers will listen to PM only. And PM, whatever PM, he wants whom to be the next election commissioner, who is his pet, who is the person who is following his ideology, policy. Obviously, they will make them only. Is it or not? So, this system seriously needs to be changed. I am happy at least they have brought in a bill where they are trying to do something. Here again, what they should do, they should remove this person. They should not bring another one person. Rather, they should bring in Supreme Court judge or some other person. Then only it will be balanced. Because if you have 2 representatives from government, only one from opposition, what they will do? Majority we will go for, they will say. Majority is government majority only. Then why for Naam ke vas you bring in leader of opposition? Why you unnecessarily invite him? Petrol waste, time waste, energy waste. You announce the election commissioner directly rather than making it as such a body. So it requires change. Let's see what happens. But I don't know why this government is now concerned about it. I am expecting this amendment from another Congress party, at least if they would do this. But BJP has brought in the bill. We have to wait and watch. But it's a much required amendment for protecting the Indian democracy. Next one. In this election commissioner appointment can be asked in your mains exam. Is it clear? The critically analyze the appointment procedure or some practicality can be asked. So know about the problems behind this appointment procedure. Lot of articles will come in newspapers, go through it, collect the opinions. But prelims, very rare chance, very less chance, not rare. Why less chance means, see, it is an election year. Obviously, election related questions will be coming in polity this year. But what I expect is they may go into the basics of elections like model code of conduct, RPA, Representation of People Act, and those basics, not with respect to election commission. If they want to ask, it will be in mains. Next one. 10th one, top 11th one. What is it? Amendment? PM? Preamble amendment. Preamble amendment. See, with respect to preamble amendment, in polity class you will study. First thing, what is very, very important is the cases they have listed you. Supreme Court judgment, you need to use this in your mains answer. If you do this, they will give you extra marks. Is it clear? See, preamble, if you look at preamble, first is Berbari case. Beru Bari case. This is in 1960. This case is talking about, see, first people initially when the constitution came into existence in India, when it was adopted, what happened is for that next 10 years, what they did is 1950 to 60, they were having doubt whether preamble is also part of constitution or not. That was the first question which they came across this dilemma. But first, when this particular issue came before Supreme Court, what they said is preamble is not part of constitution. Then next came is the Kesavananda Bharati case. Kesavananda Bharati case, 1973. Yes, here what they said is preamble is part of constitution and it can be amended. Is it clear? So this is very, very landmark judgment you would have studied. It is part of constitution. Yes, Then next is, that is Union of India versus LIC, versus LIC case. This is in 1990. Yes? 1995. Okay, 1995. Remember the years also. If they do any one mistake, they will not give you that half mark. You have to be very correct with the year, judgment, everything. Yes? So now, so initial question is, preamble, is it part of constitution? Can it be amended? They agreed to amendment, that in Kesananda Bharati case. Next, what they said is, what is the issue in Union of India LIC case? Tell me. Huh? Which one? You remember? Huh? Okay. Any other? No. What I am telling is, any other points related to that, tell me. LIC case. You have studied in polity, Lakshmikant, they have given this judgments. What? Sorry, okay, read the material and tell me. What is this Union of India versus LIC case about? Read.
We played a preamble integral. Preamble is integral but not directly enforceable.
Not enforceable. Preamble is not enforceable. That is, you cannot enforce it. Next is last case. What is that? That is Alphonse case. That is a recent one. Former minister, that is Alphonse case. K. Alphonse. This is a case. Recently, this minister has filed a petition in Supreme Court. He has asked for removal of the words socialist and secular.
It's Alphonse or Subramania Swami?
Versus Subramania Swami.
No. I think it is Subramania Swami was TPA.
He only applied, not Alphonse.
Not Alphonse.
Okay, I'll check it. Any other remember? This person only. I'll check it and tell you. Subramania Swami will come for everything, starting from 2G to everything. He'll put attendance. He has a separate political party as well, but he often supports BJP. He is like a voiceover of BJP government. Sometimes he speaks against BJP. We don't know what is, like a different person. Yes, this Alphonse, see, now preamble in the history of constitution, preamble has been amended only once. Which year? 42nd constitutional amendment that is during Indira Gandhi's time. Just the time period after that emergency time period. That time only we have introduced this. That is, we have introduced 3 words, SSI. Socialistic, secular, integrity. 3 words has been added to the constitution in 1976. In this, this person, that is this Alphonse, has proposed to remove the word socialistic and secular. Why? Why he feels like that suddenly? Why that time they added and now they are asking to remove? That time what Indira Gandhi government felt is, in emergency time, see 1962 Indo-China war, 1965 Indo-Pakistan war. So, and then due to all these famines and other things and war which are happening in the boundaries, we felt like the unity of the country is important. So, it's better we include those words in the constitution itself. Is it clear? So, to promote those values among citizens, we made it explicit. But why we are now asking to remove that? Socialist and secular, tell me. Why? What this person is thinking? Why he is differing? It's there, no? It was Aramse there. Why you want to remove, add? Anyways, it's not enforceable. It's not enforceable. Then why do you worry? Preamble, does it have any functions? No function, See, it is introduction, let it be first page. What do you do? Does it have any function in reality? There is clearly, it's mentioned in Lakshmikant, our polity book.
It represents all of the constitution in just
Okay, simplicity it's giving. Apart from that,
intention of the framers, they play an important role for other articles also.
That and all okay. I don't. I am asking function means does it has any value which you can relate?
Just means how we are giving.
See, whenever Supreme Court any cases comes in, when they wanted to deliver judgment, if there is any difference of opinion, confusions which are coming in Constitution to interpret Article 14 or 21 or Article 32, something, they wanted to interpret it. Judges will have confusion, is it or not? At that time, what they will do is they can use the preamble to get their clarity, because the core themes or philosophy of the Constitution has been clearly given in where? Preamble. Is it clear? Even though preamble is not enforceable, but preamble can be used to interpret the laws whenever there is a confusion. Is it clear? So judges use for that purposes also. So it does has value. Now why they wanted to remove secular word and socialistic word means because this current government is not in that ideology. Might be. Is it or not? Because they are not following socialism model. They are bothering about capitalism model. They are secular, obviously every whole country knows whether we are secular or, so many times they are saying that this government is trying to establish Hindu Rashtra, what is it, Hindu government. So, and even the construction of Hindu temples across the world, starting from Ram Mandir and now at this UAE, this Swaminarayanan temple, all showcases the what to say, religious principles of the government very explicitly it's showcased. Is it or not? So that purpose, maybe on that lines he would have asked for removal of it. Next one. IRDA, that is, see, insurance regulatory. This is the, for the complete insurance in India, the single regulatory authority is IRDA. IRDA. And in this article, what they are talking about is, see, this article is not that much important. They are talking about, see, as of in India, the health insurance has been covered under Ayushman Bharat. Ayushman Bharat also we have reached only around 40% of the people. Is it or not? Remember we said. But when it comes to IRDA, that is health insurance as a concept, they have a target to reach all the people should be covered under health insurance. How you can do that? You wanted to make health insurance to reach all the people in India. How will you do that? You make the insurance policy a bit cheap, use more technology, penetrate the rural areas, all sections of society. So latest technologies like they have given, see that artificial intelligence, machine learning, yes, Internet of Things, all these latest technologies should be used to identify the beneficiaries in a better manner. That's the purpose of this particular article. But in examination perspective, I don't think this is important. Leave that last one. Move to the next one. Prelims fact sheet, come to that. What is that first one? Give me the spelling, bro. BR. Brumation. See, in environment, there are two concepts. How animals adapt. How animals adapt to environment, you have two concepts. Please write it. In environment, most of you would have not started no class, write this. One is called hibernation. Another is called estivation. Hibernation and estivation. What do you mean by hibernation? Means hibernation will be practiced in winter times, estivation in summer times. That is, it is like a dormancy. What do you mean by dormancy? You know, three types of volcano: active, dormant, extinct. What is dormant volcano? Like a sleepy state, not active. It is like a sleepy state. In the same manner, some animals, birds, animals and some mammals, what they do is, whenever the climate is extreme, is it clear? Whenever there is a extreme weather, so very high temperature or very less temperature, at that time, they will go into dormancy. What do you mean by dormancy? Less active. They will not be active at all. They will be either in sleepy state or they will even take very reduced food. They will, reduced physiological activity. They will not even move for long places. They will not even eat for so much. They will be always looking like a dormant state. That state is referred as which one? that is dormancy state. That if an animal adapts it in winter climate, then it is referred as hibernation. If it practices in summer time, it is called estivation. Usually this hibernation stage will be bit longer and this will be bit shorter. Yes. Now come here, brumation. What do you mean by brumation? Means see, this is seen in both birds and mammals. It is also a kind of dormancy. They have given about two things. One is hibernation. Hibernation means during winter time, only that is practiced in only in mammals. Mammals. Hibernation means only mammals will do. Which one? Dormancy in winter time. That is called hibernation. But both birds and mammals, if both of them they are doing this dormancy in winter time, it is called brumation. Brumation. It talks about which that is which kind of organism is involved. That's all. But no, the basic difference is hibernation and estivation. One is in winter, another is in summer. They will go for, they have given diagrams also, go through that, you will understand. They will go for sleeping. They have given the example of recent brumation which has been identified in some, which one? Alligator. They have mentioned the word alligator. Alligator, crocodile. What is the difference? Everything is same only, sir. Alligator and crocodile, what is the difference? See, one thing is color. One will be thick colored, another will be light colored. Is it clear? See, both will look like, have you seen at least crocodile? How the crocodile looks in the same manner will be, alligators also will be. But what is the difference is, in case of alligator, that what is that? That front mouth will be there, no? That mouth will be U-shaped, but here it will be V-shaped. So sharp mouth will be there. That is the difference. And color. This is thickly colored, this is lightly colored. Alligators are bit more colored. Thick green color it will be. Crocodiles will be bit light color or light brown color. This is the basic difference between alligator and crocodile. Anyways, coming here, they have identified an alligator only. In USA, they have identified an alligator, and that comes under the category of brumation. Is it clear? Now in exam, what they can ask means, pakka they will not ask you what to say, the name of the alligator or something, or where it is found, not like that. They will ask you the basic environmental concepts such as brumation, hibernation, estivation can be asked in exam. Next one. Bandipur National Park. If you have atlas, please go to Tamil Nadu Karnataka border. It's actually located near after Mysore, west of Mysore, Tamil Nadu Mysore border. In Tamil Nadu and Mysore border, you have this Bandipur National Park. What is Bandipur National Park is very famous, means it has large number of tigers in the country, number one. Number two, it also has large number of elephants. Anybody have visited Bandipur National Park in this class? No, not even once. I have visited this Bandipur. After that, what to say? See, from Mysore if you go, that is you will come across, first is Bandipur National Park in the Karnataka border. Immediately when you enter the Tamil Nadu, it will be, there is a area, this area is called Masanakudi. This is the place where you have Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve. That is Ooty. Nilgiris, other name is Ooty. That is located there only. Once you enter the Tamil Nadu border, you have to just rise the hill. You have to climb the hill. If you climb it, then you reach Ooty. If you get down that side, Tamil Nadu border, E road will come that side. So This biosphere, Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve is there. And then you also have here Mudumalai Wildlife Sanctuary. This has been asked in once in prelims. Nilgiris Biosphere Reserve consists of Mudumalai, and then it also comes under Wayanadu Wildlife Sanctuary will also come under this, and Bandipur National Park. They have included all this in the answer. So those who have known already clearly, only they would have answered that correctly. In prelims they have asked this. So it is also famous for two rivers. One is Kabini River. Kabini River. Another is, what is another river? Moyar. Kabini will be in north. North is Kabini, south will be Moyar. Is it in the Atlas? Is it there? Kabini River, Moyar River. Atlas, mark it. Next one. And it is also at a point where, please understand, geography class you would have studied. Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats are meeting at which point? Nilgiris. It is at the convergence of Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats, and it is also one of the areas of biogeographic zones of India. Biogeographic zones of India. That is, you will have more biodiversity here, since it is a convergence of Western and Eastern Ghats. Next one. NBFC. See, NBFC is like a company only, because it is registered under Companies Act. It is like a company, but it does the work of a bank. Most of the activities of bank. This NBFC, they are registered under Companies Act 1956. If it is there, underline it. And what are some of the functions of NBFC means? See, NBFC is first one, they can't accept deposits. Number two, they can't give, which one? Credit cards. Yes. Then, what are the other things this NBFC should not do? They should not lend to agricultural activities. They should not lend to agricultural activities. So it functions like a bank only, NBFC, but it is registered as a company under Companies Act. So what are some of the NBFCs? They have given some examples. See, investment bank, insurance company is there. Insurance company is also one of the, it also functions like a non-banking financing company. Next one. MSP. See, there is a difference between MSP and FRP. MSP and FRP. MSP is the price at which government procures, it is the price, procuring price of the government from the farmers. Is it or not? Yes. So, see, this MSP in case of India, it is now announced for 22 crops in India. 22 crops in India. FRP is actually announced for sugarcane only. Only for sugarcane. MSP is available for 22 crops. Kharif crop, Rabi crop, commercial crop. Whereas FRP means fair and remunerative price. And MSP, it is announced based on the recommendations of CCAP. That is committee, that is what is it? Commission on Agricultural, CSCP. Commission on Agricultural Cost and Prices. It's a committee which will recommend. Is it clear? Here also the FRP value, that is the rate at which sugar mills buys from the farmer. That price is called FRP. Please write it. MSP means it is the price at which government buys from farmers. FRP means it is the price at which sugar mills buys from farmer. It is the price at which sugar mills buys from the farmer. So it is also that price will be recommended by whom? Recommended by Committee on Agricultural Cost and Prices, but it will be announced Who will announce it means it will be announced by Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Please write it, very, very important. UPSC has asked this particular question in prelims already. See, that is FRP will be, both of them will be recommended by whom? Committee on Agricultural Cost and Prices. But in case of FRP, the final price will be announced by Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. Done. Next one. Next one. Election Commission. You see, Election Commission is a 3-member body and it's a constitutional body. And one more thing about Election Commission is, see, in case of India, election commissioners are appointed for a term of 6 years or until they attain the age of 65. Is it clear? So those points are important. Move to the next one. WTO, we have discussed more. 164 members headquartered in Geneva. So go through other things. Next one. Stem cells. Stem cells. See, just we will understand in some other class when I find opportunity or time, any other time, I will go very deeply about this concept because it's very important concept. We will try to understand in a conceptual perspective. See, in human body, in our bone marrows, that is in the spines, there what they will have is, that is we have some kind of specialized cells in our body. Those cells are called stem cells. Is it clear? Now, what do you mean by specialized cell? Normal cell means, normal cell, if you take, that cell will multiply. Is it or not? You can multiply the cell. And that cell can convert into different kinds of, body parts. Is it clear? But normally, a normal cell will, when it multiplies, it will be converted into same kind of that cell characteristics only. But stem cell, when you take stem cell, when you develop the stem cell, it will grow into, this stem cell will grow into different body parts. For example, you want lungs, you want kidney, you want brain, anything can be grown in the lab. Is it clear? You have to collect the cell from our body. Everybody is having this stem cell. You have to grow this cell, and this cell will, what is the thing is, this cell when it grows, in that cell some parts will be having brain, some will have lungs, they will develop into different organs. Is it clear? And what you require? Is it clear? For example, this patient has got affected because of lungs. Now what you can do? Grow the lungs in lab and replace this lung by this lab grown lung. Is it clear? Through this we can cure the diseases of the patient. So this is one thing. But this stem cell now, under that they are also talking about 2 more categories. That is, one is called, that embryonic stem cell and adult stem cell. Adult means it's bit older. Embryonic means bit very younger stage it is. Usually the adult cell will have better capacity to grow as organs. Yes, next one. What is it? Thandai Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary. It is a newly announced or created wildlife sanctuary in Erode district of Tamil Nadu. Just remember that. And what is the animal which is famous? That is gar, Indian gar. Just know this. Next one. Personalities in news, that Bharat Ratna award. See, recently our government has given Bharat Ratna. Bharat Ratna award was first given in the year 1951. 51 only, no? 54. Okay. From 54, Bharat Ratna award. See, what happened is in 2011 we went for amending this Bharat Ratna because we wanted to give Bharat Ratna award to Sachin Tendulkar. Before that, we were having criteria such that Bharat Ratna can be given only to persons in the field of art, literature, sciences, social service, like that. Is it clear? So only in this field who has done exceptional achievements, for them you can give Bharat Ratna. Now where will you give Tendulkar? So there was a debate that time, can we include sports as art, or you cannot include in other category. Art is science, social service, literature. Obviously can it be considered as art? But later lot of disputes came. So at that time Congress government, they went for amendment in 2011, where they said that any person who is born in India who has done exceptional service in any field, they can be given Bharat Ratna. Is it clear? So this is a changeover from 2011. And one more thing about Bharat Ratna is, in 1 year you should not give more than 3 awards. But what happened is, this year they have announced more than 3. That's what. They should never give more than 3, but this year they have announced more. Reason what they are saying is, maybe because of the corona time. During COVID times they have not announced more awards. So to compensate that, they might have announced the name. And the names of the persons, more than the names of persons, their contributions will be surely asked in exam. First is, the 2 are political personalities, so I don't think any questions will come from that area. One is, who is this person? Advani, Charan Singh. Yes, leave these 2 persons. Coming to Swaminathan, MS Swaminathan, sure shot you can expect some questions in prelims or mains this year, because his contribution to Indian agriculture, he is the father of Indian agriculture, especially Green Revolution, and he has died this year also. He has expired this year only, and immediately they have given the Bharat Ratna also. So there is a high chance they may go into the basics of Green Revolution. And in Green Revolution, when you study, they also talk about Green Revolution 1 and 2. Is it clear? And recent concept is Evergreen Revolution. So go through all this. Some questions might be asked from this topic. Is it clear? Fine. Any doubts from today, whatever we have discussed? Some topics are very, very important. Some topics, just knowing that is enough. That's why we have not gone too depth in some issues. Only few issues I went very deeply, because there we have maximum chance of getting question in exam. You are able to understand? Any doubts? Next class we will try to cover even more issues, and also we are having some plan. Anybody who is giving for this year prelims in this class? Nobody? No. You are planning, you too? Chiru, you are writing? Only Shiva only, no? You are only one person. Okay. See, even those who are attending next year also, what my suggestion would be, we are anyways this year we are planning to come out with yearly current affairs classes. This is for the first time we are doing here. Maybe first time for Bengaluru also, I feel. Because the model what we are going to do is bit different, and in addition to that, that classes will happen in 4 to 5 days only as part of RRP. It will be covered as part of RRP. My suggestion would be, even if you are attending next year, please come and attend that session. Reason is, in UPSC prelims, there has been a rising trend now, where in current affairs they are covering more than 1 year. That is 1.5 years roughly, they are picking current affairs questions in prelims and mains. So for your preparation, ideally, you have to start from January of this year if you are appearing for next year June. So this 5-6 months issues will be helpful to you, and to understand the basics of the current affairs, you can attend those classes. Is it clear? That we will do mostly in March or April. I will update you regarding that. So we'll meet in the next class then. Fine. Thank you.